Hello and welcome to round number 5 of the Apex Online Racing Formula Renault 2.0 Championship. My name's Scott Newton and I'm here today at this very tricky track. It looks as though that's going to be a very hot race today. What have we got? Clear 29 degrees ambient, track of 33. Morning conditions, so very hot. Very blustery as well, 27km/h southerly wind, so it's going to be very tricky into turn 1. Or there's going to be a huge headwind. I'm not sure which way that the winds work, so we'll have to see how that goes. But we're currently entering qualifying. Last time I did some practice was probably Wednesday or Thursday night, just to get used to the morning conditions. So quickest times I was able to do in a similar sort of weather was a 25.2, and not that far off actually. So I got 2 would probably put me in the top 5. Not between 7th and 5th, so not looking too bad, but yeah. Just heading into qualifying now. Set the water line.
Start getting ready to bring her in. We pit 5 laps.
That's not what I wanted. Oh no. Well, I'm still leader of the T2 guys, so it's not too bad, but optimal of a 25.4 will put me up at least two more positions, so but yeah, just as we're about to enter the race session, I appreciate everyone for tuning in on Twitch. If you happen to miss the race or anything like that, this will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, Scotty Apex UK, as well. So, appreciate everyone for tuning in on both platforms. For those that are on Twitch, !live timing will give you a live timing webpage showing the complete standings of everyone in the race, and also pit stop strategy, like show who's pitted and who hasn't. So, but I think also timing, ! timing info will show you the codes for the driver overlay on the left hand side of your screen as well. So, about to head on to the grid now. We've got 20 litres, which is the fuel cap for this series, which forces a pit stop, 40-minute race. Current lap time 1 minute 25, looking at about, I'd say, 32-33 lap race maybe. Just have to wait and see how it goes. But good luck to everyone on the race, and hope to make it to the end of the race. Feature races haven't been stellar of late, other than a podium at Bathurst in the feature. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Mainly just going to focus on Tier 2 podium at the moment, starting in P15. But we'll have to see how attrition plays out too.
Green, green, green. On your left. Stay right. Stay right. Stay right. Clear left. On your right. Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
So there's been a couple of casualties the first half of the lap. Whoop. Jeez.
On your right. Still on the
So
right.
unit's got a good run, but
Still on the
I
right.
like the inside line. Hopefully he won't try to go around the outside.
Clear right.
Oh, there's another car off. Is that Nolden? This is that Reed's all blinking around a bit.
On your left. Clear left.
That's alright.
Slow car ahead.
Was that Usher? Yep, that's Usher. Seems as though that I can get close, but I'll have to. Oh,
Stay right.
that's
On your right. Clear right.
oh. So I'm having issues with the timing overlay again, which is not ideal. Right, so 26.4 last lap.
Slow car up on the right. Keep your eyes open.
There's another one. Off the
On
track.
your left. Clear left.
Osterkamp. Oh, jeez. Watch out for that bump there too. finished last lap 7. I managed to pull 3/10 on him, but I've probably given that back to him. And then some this lap.
You're doing well, you're in the top 10.
Can't get too close due to the ping, because I run the highest ping out of the league, so being in Australia, it's not the most ideal, but we'll have to make do. Oop. There's contact with the wall. Hopefully that doesn't solicit a wing change, but we'll see. Looks like Reed's having issues. So I don't think he would have got a slow down penalty of any kind.
On your right. Clear right.
Whoa. Bit of a defensive move there from Hugo, which forced me wide, and then I wasn't watching where I was going, so that's allowed Harrison to catch back up, so So the amount of fuel that I need. Whoa. That was lucky.
On your right, clear right.
So my ping is shooting up.
Go left. On your right. Clear right.
Oh, I'm gonna get out of the traffic now. Hey, sorry for that one, Hugo. Similar to Mosport, Finch is blinking around again. It's extremely off-putting. So I'm gonna pit. Oh. Am I going to come out around? Probably Waldo, maybe. Odometer. virtually had nowhere to go. Oh, and they've got huge understeer now as well. So I reckon I'm just going to have to carry this until the end of the race and try not to get lapped. Yep, I've got definite front wing damage now. Huge stutter too. Oh, come on, don't.
On your right.
Come on, Renee. You know better than
Still
that.
on the right. Clear right. On your right. Still on the right. Still on the right. Clear right.
All I can really do is hope and believe that front two.
Right car off on the left. Keep your eyes open. Car stop on the left.
Doesn't seem to want to go down the ping, which is not great. Oh, jeez, I started right at the critical point too. On your right. Still on the right. Clear right. Basically just giving up free positions at the moment due to damage. Seems as though that my ping's gone down a fair bit, which is good. I wouldn't be surprised if Alexis was on me with the next lap or so. .27.6 and I'm on 28, so was it 12 to go? Still got 14 laps of fuel, so it's still good in that respect. Not like that though.
Clear right.
Fucking stutter. Oh, this is getting even worse. I'll be keen to find out if Goodin's already pitted. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has. I'll hopefully give the position back to Higo, because yeah, I feel like it.
On your right. Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
So hopefully the Jesus. just when you want to get on the power, just stutters. Urgh.
Leaders on pit road. On your right. Still on the right. Clear right.
Bit of a tap there with the wolf to catch.
On your right. Still on the right. Clear right.
Then we've got 6 to go, including this one, so tow happy there. Luckily I was able to catch it, but Miguel and Phil will be right on my tail soon rather than anticipated.
Slow car from the left, keep your eyes open. Slow car from the left, keep your eyes open.
Nope,
Car
it's
stopped
definitely-
on the left.
Must have been Waldo. It's unfortunate for him, but yeah, he's back in the pits, so. Where's that Holstein? No, Waldo's still in the service. I must have been Holstein. Yeah, apologies for that. They have very, very similar liveries. I'm not sure whether Holstein and Waldo are teammates, but
On your right. Still on the right. Clear right.
I want to put it in the wall now. You got 3 to go. Once across the line.
Start getting ready to bring her in. We pit in 5 laps.
Trying to hold off the pressure from Miguel. Don't think I'll be able to hold on if he gets up the inside. I won't defend if he gets up the inside, but if he doesn't, then I will. If he plays smart, I should be able to make it to the end.
On your right. Still on the right. Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
Oh, he attempted to close the door. I was there, but I backed out. I want to get to the end, not crash.
Car stopped on the right. Car stopped on the right. Car stopped on the left. That's it, mate. Checkered flag. We're all done. It didn't work out for us today. We'll come back better next week.
So, yeah, crossing the line, 19th place. Just glad I made it to the end, really. 2 points in the overall championship, but and oh, let's have a look. Sixth place in the Tier 2 championship, so falling back a little bit further than what I want to be compared to the people around me. I'll be starting second on the grid for the sprint race, so hopefully I'll be able to capitalize on that and get a decent result. But yeah, it won't be really feel.
No.
Really?
Oh, Scott, you're getting reported back.
Yeah, filled with this. But yeah, so starting second on the grid for the sprint race, that will be coming up in, I'd say, the next 10 minutes on Twitch. But on YouTube, the gap between the sprint and the feature will be edited out, so I will catch you then. So welcome to the sprint race of the AOR Formula Renault 2.0 here at Sonoma. This is round number 5. Just had a bit of a technical glitch with the previous server. Apparently there was some connection issues for some people, or people not able to jump in the session. So yeah, not sure what the issue was there, but looks as though that there's a lot more drivers signed up here for this race. Looks like a full page, so it's like 27, 28 drivers, so yeah, much better than what we had in the broken server. So hopefully I'll be able to have a much better sprint race after finishing P number 19 in the feature. Yeah, 20 litres in the tank for the race, that should be more than ample. It's definitely toss up between 17.5 and 20. But we'll see how we go. Apparently there's another driver that can't join, but we'll have to see whether this server gets restarted again. But let's make sure I got that on live. That's a catch.
Over. I know 2 people didn't even take to the starting race for anyway, so. If it was a problem in the first session and everyone else managed to rejoin the second session, it's them then, isn't it? Not the session.
Yep, I'm gonna grid, so alright, good luck everyone. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Albeit either on YouTube or Twitch. Should be a good race. Casper starting alongside Miguel behind me, Reed 4th. Oh, Miguel jumped.
Green, green, green.
Whoa.
On your left. To your left. On your left. Stay right. To your left.
Just gonna have to play it smart, I think. We're gonna have to let Phil go, because we've got a massive lead. He doesn't hold me up. He's got 1.5 seconds on Daniel. And I want to try and keep it.
That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him. On your right. Clear right.
That's not smart. Not smart.
On your left.
Is he out? He's in
To your
front.
left.
Get over it.
That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him. That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him. That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him. On your right. Clear right.
Whoa, jeez.
On your right. Clear right. On your right. Still on the right. Still on the right.
Come on, Daniel. You're smarter than that.
Clear right. That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him.
Hey Benny, how you doing? Good to see you tuning in. Hope you're doing well. And cheers, mate.
That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him. That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him.
This feels last time off track, I think, on 26.4, so gained 7/10 on the last lap. That's a bit of a
That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him.
As soon as that feels blinking out at the final corner, that's why it's giving me that message all the time. Maybe lows 26, I think, per field. Oh, jeez.
That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him.
Yeah, when you're trying to run field down, it's not the easiest, especially on this track. Also, hopefully the live timing link is working correctly. I was having a few issues with it displaying in the overlay during the feature, so
That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him. That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him.
such a tricky braking marker there. With 7. Another low 9. So fairly consistent at the moment, it's just the fact that I can't seem to be closing up on fuel.
That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him.
Definitely had a line compromise through 9 and 10. Jeez, that's fast. Didn't expect that. Jeez. Oh, don't need that. Oh, watch out for these curbs here.
That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him. That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him.
Bit of a bad line through there. Jeez. You'll watch out for the turn 2.
That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him.
Or
That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him.
didn't need to catch the curve there, no. Oh, that one I did. But as long as I can stay with Phil, if he makes a mistake, then we'll be able to capitalise on it. But he's not one for making mistakes. That's good to know, Minnie. Cheers for the feedback. How was it in the feature? I was saying that there was issues on my overlay side, but I wasn't sure whether it was the same on the web page there. Cheers for that, Mini. I'll have to look into that. You must have been having the same issues I was having. see that it works now, at least for the sprint race. Might be the fact that it's 5 o'clock in the morning, that it's all warmed up, and not 4 o'clock in the morning when it's all cold and not wanting to play ball.
That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him.
This will be a slow 6. Hopefully Phil it's a little bit slow, was 2 tenths. So that Usher's closing in, but I don't think he'll have the legs to catch us. Yeah, that bump there's forcing us wide. Also, the issue might be that I might have to set up a second PC that's in the server to be able to capture it and send the data to the server. What might be that might fix the issue, but I'll have to test that and try and get that ready for Red America. So yeah, apologise if I'm a little bit less talkative than normal. It's just the fact that corners like that, going into turn 1, tricky braking and bumpy, it's something you don't want to throw away as second place. funnily enough, with the timing app, all of the where you see the last lap times on the left-hand side of the screen, funnily enough, all of the interval and gaps work when when I've got a replay loaded like this. If I was trying to legally record it in 1080-60, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's just having issues with the fact that I'm a driver in the car and it's not able to see or interpret the gaps properly, so I'll have to find out what the issue is. Mainly it looks as though I'm dropping time in sector 1, but I reckon that's the hardest part of the track of all.
Start getting ready to bring her in. We picked in 5 laps.
So we've only got 1 lap to go as well. So time's gone really, really quickly. Still managed to hold on to Phil, to be fair.
That's the leader ahead of you. Come on, you can get him.
Normally he's about 10 seconds up the road by this time. But luckily I was able to get past Casper early on, but I didn't get the best run, and that allowed Phil pass straight away, so. Whoa, jeez. There's a landmine. Didn't expect to find that. Yeah. It'll be very unlikely for me to get the win from here unless Phil makes a huge mistake. 2.5 seconds gap at the moment, but it's been a fairly solid performance, I think. Certainly didn't expect to stay in second place, at least with the fast guys coming through. I see the Godin has made it up to 5th place. Usher's had an issue somewhere. That's around the final corner, and congrats to Phil. Solid drive and well deserved. Too quick, to be fair, more consistent. Also to Hugo as well, he'll cross the line soon.
That's it, mate. Checkered flag. We're all done. Great job today. Really good. Well done.
And Godin with a 2nd and a 4th in both feature and sprint races. I reckon he'll be points leader of this week. So we'll have to see. Was it with Phil saying that person that's won this round has gone on to win the championship? So we'll have to see whether Godin. Oh, actually, it was Andre that won the feature. So we'll have to see whether he can win the championship to see whether that fact will stay current. But cheers for that, Mini. Yeah, definitely didn't expect to have the pace that I did in this race, given the fact that I had no practice in this weather, because the hostess sessions go up at, I think 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning on a Friday morning for me, and it's pretty much impossible for me to get into those sessions due to sleep and all that sort of thing. So yeah, I pretty much have to practice in the afternoon or go in blind, and yeah, Sonoma's not much of a motivating track for me, so yeah, I had to go in blind, and in some respects it paid off, but in others it didn't. So, but hello Maxim, thanks for the follow, and greatly appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Yeah, had a pretty solid result. I'm not sure if you are just tuning in or whether you've been through the whole stream. But
Well
appreciate
done,
you
let's
dropping
get
by.
all this stuff packed away.
And yeah, these races are not the ideal time on the weekends, but it is a race that I actually can make. So yeah, that's why you don't see me in the Ferrari League Mini. That goes up, I think, the same time, but on a Wednesday. Oh, sorry, Thursday morning for me. And yeah, work is. Yeah, I think the race is like finished just as I'm about to get ready for work. So yeah, so it's pretty much impossible. But yeah, I'm just going to run you down through the standings just to see how everyone did. Phil takes the win. Congratulations to him. 2.8 seconds behind as myself for second step of the podium. Hugo rounds out the podium further 4 seconds behind me. Gadin, starting 19th, finishes 4th, so stellar job. Daniel Morris rounds out the top 5. Usher, first race back, solid drive for him. I think he finished in the top 5 in this feature race. And 26th to 6th. That's one of my traits in the first couple of weeks, when I went from 28th to 8th in Laguna, and then Watkins I went from 26th to 7th. So great job from him. Tierney, championship leader, started 18th, finishes 7th, so good points for him. Saradov finishes 8th. Evan Imre finishes 9th, and Bustamaki runs out the top 10. Moric finishes 11th. Mojak finishes 12th. Larkamp 13th. Martinson unfortunately falls back a little bit from his starting position, but finishes 14th. And Casper, pole position in the sprint race, rounds out the top 15 after the off track at the turn 4, I think it is, turn 4 or 5, where he fell back and lost the lead positions. Mira Loso finished 16th. McLeod 17th. Finch, last car in the lead lap in PA number 18, and the non-finishers to catch: Antolin, Osterkamp, Nolden, Waldo, Andre, feature race winner, finishes down the order in 24th. Herman 25th, Hurt in 26th, and the last car is Josh Thompson after I think a netcode incident early on. So yeah, it's good to see that Formula Mini and Formula Micro are doing well in the championship. I'm going to see if I can bring up the championship results quickly. Apologies if the current screen looks a little bit stretched, but unfortunately that's the way that XSplit wants to treat my screen at the moment. So I'm just going to see if I can bring up the championship results. Is that mouse? Just the way with the operating four screens and all that sort of thing, with the top monitor positioned. So we are at Road America next week, Friday, the 20th of October. The practice session opens at 19:30 BST. So definitely looking forward to that. Last race at Road America I did was the World Championship support race for the iRacing World Championship Grand Prix Series. Managed to, I think, start in the top 5. Fell back to 7th after an issue at the final corner, almost tagging Alex Sadler in that one, but managed to fight all the way back up to 2nd and finish about 4 or 5 seconds behind Silvasti. So that was probably one of my best races there. in a very, very long time in the Formula Renault. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that. The following week after that, the 27th of October, Circuit Zolder will be a very, very tricky track. Generally a single line track, so very, very hard for overtaking. That will be the week that I think GMT goes back or is back in force, so I actually get an hour's sleep in. So definitely looking forward to that one as well. And race will be kicking off at 4:30 in the morning, Australian Western Standard Time, and 8:30 p.m. GMT. And then just looking up to Phillip Island is my next home track. Definitely looking forward to that one. Had a fairly reasonable result last season. Peter Berriman, my teammate, taking I think win in the feature, and I think it was podium in the sprint race. So definitely looking to at least get close to that. But also with Matt Panorama earlier on in the season, I had at least a solid result in the feature with a podium, and no, not so bad, not so good race in the sprint one. But just having a look, see. Currently, at the moment, this is what the championship looks like. So Tierney currently leads. This is up to the end of the Sonoma feature race. Tierney currently leading, 172 points, a 52-point lead over Bertie, but Bertie didn't turn up, so this will be one of his drop weeks. Phil Reed in third. Godin after second place in the feature, and he'll close back up to overtake at least Bertie, I reckon, or at least be level with him in the standings. He's currently fourth as of the current time. McLeod in fifth, Nolan sixth, Imre seventh, to catch in eighth position. Martinson in ninth, and Kessler rounding out the top 10. I'm currently 14th at the moment on, I mean, is that 54 points? Lost 2 positions after the end of the feature race, but it was to be expected after finishing 19th. So yeah, it wasn't what I was hoping for in the feature, but a bit of netcode issues and European server playing havoc with my race. But it's always good to see that the US server turning up once in a while. Ping gets about 100 millisecond better at least, so it's always good to see when that comes out. With first round winner Louis Felipe not showing up for the past, what was it, 3 races now, so yeah, he's fallen back quite a bit. Larkamp in 16th, Hoyer 17, Bastamaki 18, 19, 19 is fellow Australian and positive sim racing driver Dillard Shepherd, sprint race winner at Bathurst. Congrats. Yeah, it was a fairly solid drive from him. Certainly didn't expect him to win, but yeah, he showed the talent that he has, and yeah, he's very, very quick driver. Hugo Kino. Apologies, Hugo, if I'm mispronouncing that, if that's wrong. In running at the top 20, Van Loosenord only showed up for one round at Watkins Glen in 21st of Holstein, Herman de Rijk, Morris de Cortel, Morich, Domodar, and Lee Robinson rounding out the top 30. But yeah, I think that will conclude the live stream. Thanks everyone for tuning in to both Twitch and also on YouTube. This will be uploaded directly after the conclusion of this live stream on Twitch. If you wish to catch me live, head over to twitch.tv/ScottyApexUK. The races will be broadcasted at 8:30 p.m. UK time. So Currently we have BST active at the moment, so that will be 8:30 p.m. BST. But once the GMT or British Daylight Saving Time rolls back to standard GMT, that will be, it'll still be the same time, but for the people in the UK and for all the other people that want to tune in as well, I will be live on Twitch at, try to work it out. It's 20 to 6 in the morning. It's been a long night and very little sleep. But I think it's currently the races start at 3:30 in the morning for the feature, and yeah, the qualifying will start at 3:30 in the morning, which was when I usually start the live stream, and that will roll around to 4:30 in the morning once Zolder hits. So I appreciate you all for tuning in. Thanks to all the Twitch followers, and also to the if you choose to like and subscribe to the videos on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate it. Helps get me out there on both platforms, so I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you all next week for round number 6 of the AOR Formula Renault Championship at Road America. So I hope you all have a safe week, and I wish you all the best, and I will catch you later.